You know what? If you have a voice, no matter what you identify as, no matter who you are, like, use your voice. You never know who's looking, you never know who's listening. And look where I'm at now.
Oh, I love that.
Hi, YouTube. The following interview took place August 7th, 2019 at Twilio's Signal Conference in San Francisco at Moscone West. It previously aired on our Signal TV broadcast over on twitch.tv/Twilio. Our final interview at Signal TV was April Speight from Microsoft. She sat down with Corey Weathers to talk about the bot that she built in Python called Monty. I hope you enjoy this interview and live coding session.
What's up, friends? Welcome back to Signal TV. It legitimately has been one of the coolest experiences, I think, to just be here hanging with you all during Signal. And I'm so excited that we've got one of now the newest entrants to the Hall of Doers. We've got a Twilio champion. We've got a Python developer extraordinaire. We've got, oh God, I could keep going on and on and on. We're like close friends. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just stop. Let's give a nice warm Twitch welcome to our good friend, April Speight.
Hi,
welcome
everyone.
To the stream.
Hey.
Super glad to have you here today.
Excited to be back here.
I swear to God, it feels like just yesterday we were chatting at Signal last year.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're going to do the thing. You're going to do the thing. Everything's going to come out. It's going to work out. Bada bing, bada boom. A year later, here you go.
I'm here. And I'm back.
How's it been?
It's been a whirlwind of a year, but it's been so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be back here at Signal. Just finished my second talk, all centered around what we're doing today, actually.
Hold on. Your second talk?
Yeah, I had one yesterday, and then I had my second one today on Conversational Design.
Okay, wait. So what was the first talk?
The first one was focused on being a millennial black woman on social media.
Millennial black woman on social.
In the tech industry.
That's real.
And just leveraging the vulnerability to actually find some success.
And then what was the second talk? You
said
Conversational Design.
Yes. So when you are creating your bots, which I think is the more easy part, but they actually need to have some personality to them.
Absolutely.
And so what I did was a talk on the design principles centered around that. And I used Monty.
Now, it's funny because I know you, right? I mean, Twitch has heard about you. I know you. Both of these talks just feel like natural extensions of you.
Yes.
Is that a fair statement to make?
It is a fair statement to make, yes. And I feel that over the year, I've just been able to hone my skills a bit more with just creating bots and what it really takes to get that more human-like experience. And as for the first talk, I mean, it's my life.
Oh my God.
I know my life, you know?
Oh my God.
So
that is super amazing. I am so glad that you feel comfortable. You feel so empowered. You are empowering other people to share parts of their story just by even showing up here, hanging out in person at Signal, hanging out on the stream at Twitch. Like it's just fun.
It is fun and I enjoy it. And you know what? If you have a voice, no matter what you identify as, no matter who you are, like, use your voice. You never know who's looking, you never know who's listening. And look where I'm at now.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So we were talking about all the things inclusivity, and then we were talking about a bunch of things earlier.
Yeah.
And now we get to talk about Monty.
Yes, Monty. Oh, my adorable bot.
Oh my God. Okay, so Cedric is the cutest, apparently. Is Monty going to be cuter than Cedric? Or is that, like, are we in that place? Or are we just gonna accept all of our friends, Cedric and Monty and the like?
Well, Monty came first. However, we're going to accept everyone because they all have something unique to bring to the table.
Them's fighting words, though. I gotta tell you, them's fighting words. Them's fighting words. Hey, listen, friends, keep your questions and your comments coming. I'm super excited to have you all here with us as a part of this interview. You all have done such an amazing job throughout the day, so keep the questions and the comments coming. Also, real quick, thank you. I didn't get to thank our followers today, so I'm going to thank a couple of our followers. Shout out to JR Bobik. Shout out to Sinful. Shout out to Black Widow. Shout out to Calm Your Queen. I don't know if we're going to say that. Shout out to Planet Kepler. Amazing folks. And of course, a big thank you to Robertables for giving April some love.
Oh,
You've been so amazing, is what Robertables has said. So super exciting. We're going to get back to Monty now. who is Monty? What is Monty? How is Monty? Just tell us the things.
So Monty is a Twilio autopilot assistant. He's designed to actually be that friend you can just reach out to when you have any sort of Python question. And even though I created Monty to handle Python, you can actually use the same setup that I did for Monty with virtually any programming language of your choice. And so today I'm actually going to show you how I went about creating Monty. Lucky for you all, I actually have a GitHub repo set up with both the files that I'm using in the actual stream today.
I love that.
And then also just some sample files that you can also use to get started.
I love that.
And so that's who Monty is, and he's adorable.
Now, okay, so I gotta ask, Monty, the Python bot.
Yes!
Is this?
It was on purpose.
Is this? I mean, I love this. Sushinator is completely right. If Monty is Monty Python, it's
That's how I
bound to be
came up with the
crazy.
name.
Let's be real, friends. I'm so excited. Let's get GitHub up here on the screen. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna ask you to zoom in just a little bit to make sure that our friends on the stream can see us. And we're gonna transition over. We're gonna bring up your desktop so that way folks can see what we're looking at.
Okay.
Ooh, nope, we got a little bit of a delay here. It's not picked up just yet. Hold on, friends. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, you said everything's up on GitHub. Do you want to share the link out now, or do you want to wait till later?
I can share it now because when we go over to the, you mean to the repo?
Yeah.
I mean, it's there. You can go to it now.
Okay, perfect. So
Yeah.
you all can follow along as well. You can download this code right now. github.com/AprilSpeight/Monty.
Yeah.
Super exciting. Where are we going to start?
So we are actually just going to walk through really quick what the Readme has, just to help you all that are following along. But just before the Readme, we do have two files here, samples files and tutorial files. So everything I'm going through today, that tutorials file is where you can find that. The sample files is where you can actually grab samples for whenever you're actually building this on your own. You can find files there. As we head down in the Readme, there's just some overview information, and I'll get into that a bit more. Prerequisites that you need, and then towards the bottom, what I think is going to be even more important, on my actual website, which is vogueandcode.com, I actually have a full written tutorial on everything we're going over today. So if you happen to want to try this out later and actually go through everything step by step, you can click that link and head to the website.
And this takes you directly to the tutorials on your website.
Yeah, you know what? We should be able to click that
Hey, let's
right
go see
now.
it. Yeah, vogueandcode.com.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Here it is.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, everything's here. Everything I'm going to go over. So
Oh my God, talk about great
definitely-
documentation.
Thank you. And guess who works on Docs? At Microsoft. Hey. But yeah, so that's I just wanted to make sure you all had that heads up before we get started. And then just the last thing I wanted to touch upon was that there are some additional resources as well if you are getting started. And then of course, if you have any questions post this stream, you can also reach out to me at info@vogueandcode.com.
Can I just say, I love that you've got that there, because legitimately, one of the things that I think a lot of people forget when they put docs out is sometimes people do just have questions and they forget, I need someone to talk to.
Yeah.
info@vogue.code.com, vogueandcode.com if folks have questions.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting that there.
Yes, no problem. All right, so I'm ready to hop in and get started. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so
Where are we starting?
I have some notes. 1 second, let me pull them back
Oh
up.
yeah, we always make sure there's notes. Like this is
Yeah.
okay, friends. So yeah, we're on Twitch, and we're having fun. Yeah, but we do have notes. We got a little bit of structure to this thing to help us make sure we know where we're supposed to be, what it is that we're supposed to be doing, all the things. Robertables is spot on.
Yeah.
Streaming 101. Be prepared.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
So I am ready. So the first thing that we're going to do before you even open up the IDE is
Oh.
actually plan the conversation.
Oh, so we don't.
We don't just jump into coding.
I don't understand.
That's how mistakes are born.
No, this is foreign. What
I know.
do you mean? It's like a
I
foreign
know.
language.
I know. It's crazy. So what I did when I created Monty, keep in mind he has a bot that actually gives you Python information.
Right.
So what I really wanted to do is make sure that I actually planned what Monty was going to cover.
Okay.
I pulled out handy dandy Excel
Wow.
and I planned everything about his conversations.
We're coding in Excel.
Yes. So why did I do this? Because there's so much to keep track of that I would go crazy if I just did everything from the top of my mind.
Totally got that.
So I created this spreadsheet. It's also in the GitHub repo. You can grab it as well as you get started. But I actually took time and wrote out every single category and task, and then all the training samples that we're going to use later, and then everything that the assistant actually needs to say, so on and so forth.
This is cool.
So that way, when we're coding, all you have to do once you fill this out is just copy and paste.
Easy.
And it speeds up your process.
Simple.
Yes.
Well, what I love
yes.
about this too is it is very intentional. Like you're
Yeah.
thinking about this almost from the perspective of, as a human, I'm going to want to have a type of conversation,
Yeah.
right, with our bot. Like,
Yeah.
and we want this to be as natural as possible. So
Yeah.
why not kind of say, well, if I were to ask this, what would I want the bot to say back?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, the chat room loves your use of Excel.
Oh, thanks.
Folks have said, if it works, it works.
Yes.
Folks have said, that's some
Yes.
phenomenal organization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so this is where I started. I won't dig too much into setting this up, but what we are going to do after we actually create Monty as a bot, we're actually going to come back to this Excel spreadsheet and grab some of the stuff that I have here. So we'll head back over to the Excel in a bit. But just in general, when you are setting this up, actually plan what that conversation looks like.
Got it.
So that way you can keep track of the tasks that you need to create in Autopilot. Okay, so that's the very first thing that we were going to do.
That's amazing.
Now we need to actually create the assistant.
Okay.
All right, and although we could do this over in the console, we're going to actually do everything in VS Code today because why not, right?
Ooh, so we're doing all of this in VS Code.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we've seen this. Like we've done a ton of stuff with Autopilot on the stream over the last 2 days. We've not done this bit in VS Code. So this is our first time doing it.
Okay.
I'm actually really excited.
Okay. All right, cool. So here in the repo, I do have some code that's available that we're going to grab from. This code actually, it comes from the code that's available in the Twilio documentation, actually.
Shout out to the Twilio docs.
Yes, which are also like extra awesome.
Twilio.com/docs for those who are interested.
Yes. And so I've added some comments in here, but if I go to createassistant.py, this is going to actually be the code that we're going to pull over into VS Code.
Nice.
So I'm just going to just copy this over.
Well, and for our friends, again, Monty Python, obviously we shouldn't ask the question. It's written in Python.
Of course.
Duh.
Yeah. So let's go over in the VS Code, and I started a new one here. All right, let's paste that in here, and let's go ahead
And let's bump up the zoom on that just a little bit so our friends in the chat can see it.
Unable to do that.
Ooh,
1 second.
look at
let's
that ugly error.
Figure that one out.
Okay, so you all couldn't see the error. We're hanging out in front of the error pane in VS Code. We know how those errors pop up on the bottom right. So I'm glad that we hit it.
Oh, here we are. Oh, it doesn't.
What
like
is
that.
going on? We may have to close VS Code, maybe open it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to sort through it.
Yeah, 1 second, everyone.
We're going to do all the fun things. Give us 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I love that folks have taken to your organization. There was a question that came up that was like, hey, do you have any tips for how to, for folks who are not as organized to be more organized? You know, you using Excel was super good for folks to see. Do you have any tips for those who may not be as organized? Like, what would you recommend?
Sorry, I'm really trying to zoom.
Oh my goodness, yeah, look
it's
at
not
this.
letting me zoom at all.
Oh my gosh. Okay, friends.
Okay.
We're going to try to see if we can do this. You let us
Yeah.
know.
Let me try one other thing. This might not, oh, that doesn't make a big difference. Okay, might have some zooming issues here, everyone. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate. Hey, what if we try to save the file? Maybe it'll let us do it after we save the file. We're trying some things locally. We're hidden the screen so you all can't see some of this at the moment, but we're trying some things locally here just to make sure that you all can follow along and see all the fun things that we're doing here.
Alright, so let's try that again.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so what we can try, we've just gotten the note that the zoom level was not so bad. We can try to continue going forward, and then what we'll do is, if in fact folks complain, we'll just walk through the code line by line a little bit, maybe in GitHub before we copy it over.
All right.
We can do that.
Okay. But in terms of tips to staying organized, more important, finding what works for you, because I feel that there are a lot of ways you can actually go about organizing things, but you have to find what works best for you. For me personally, I love keeping things in spreadsheets, primarily just being that is organized into tables. So as I am building more so bots, especially with autopilot,
That's right.
being that everything is the building blocks are actual tasks, putting everything as tasks work for me. On a much larger scale, when I'm really starting any coding project, I treat it like an actual project plan.
Oh.
I come from a project management background, so I start with the kickoff with myself all the way to rolling out and
so this
everything
explains
that's in between.
This explains some of your organization.
Yeah. So it it takes some time, but it's well worth it.
Yeah.
All right. So we have our code here. And we're going to use my fancy environment variables that I actually set up
Okay.
for some of the items that we need here. So let me just pop that in there. We want to import OS because I've saved those.
Yeah.
And then starting off, you're going to want to go ahead and replace that account SID in your auth token as well. So
now we're not going to put that on the screen, right?
nope, because I have environment variables.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I'm just going to copy what I have here. Bloop. All right, perfect. And then, in addition to that, we're going to actually head down here into the actual code, if you will.
Okay.
So this particular file is going to actually create the assistant. So yes, we can actually create the assistant back over in the console. However, if you use this code, this will actually create the assistant for you.
Got it.
Down here, for the friendly name, that's what you're going to want to call the bot, if you will. So
cool.
In my case, since Monty already exists, I don't want to call him Monty again because it might be some interference and his name won't be unique.
Yeah.
However, let's just call him New Monty.
New Monty.
For the sake of the stream.
Monty Signal.
Yeah. And then we're going to update this variable here for the unique variables. Let me make sure I don't get the whole quote there.
Yeah.
And let's just also call this one Monty. All right, if I can spell Monty. Okay. And literally, that's all you have to do for the first step.
That's it.
Replace your auth token in your account SID, which you can find in your Twilio account.
Yep.
And then replace the friendly name and the unique name.
Yep.
As you can see here, I actually have the assistant SID. That's going to print after you actually create the assistant.
Okay.
You're going to need that for all the subsequent steps.
Okay.
So since this is here, let's go ahead and save this. And then let's just see where I'm at. All right, let's change into there. And then let's run that. I call this one Create Monty. There we go.
There we go.
And then let's, hope I don't run into any issues.
Well, we love to do it live
it
here.
worked.
Okay, so we created an assistant in one method, or I guess function call, and back from that we got a unique ID.
Yes,
Got it.
for Monty.
Got it.
So I'm going to grab that. I like to actually store it in this file so that way I can always come back and refer to it if I need it.
You drop it in a comment or something.
Yeah, so I'm going to save that one.
Okay.
And what I just want to show you is back over here in the console, if you will. If
Okay,
you go
so now
to-
we're in the Twilio console.
Yep. If you go to your bots, what we will see is New Monty.
Oh, Monty's hanging out. New Monty's hanging
New
out there with
Monty's
us. Shout out to New Monty.
Yeah, so that's the first step, actually creating that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the next step, we're going to head back over to the tutorial files. And from here, you're going to want to actually, let me check my notes, everyone, 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Going to create the default task.
Got it.
So your default task with your assistant, for those who don't know, it's going to consist of your greeting task as well as your fallback.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the greeting is what the bot says when you first start the bot. So
Right.
in Monty's stake, he lets everyone know he's Monty, he's learning Python, you can ask him his questions.
That's right.
And then the fallback is what the bot says in the event that someone says something to Monty and Monty doesn't quite have a response because none of the samples invoke a task.
That's right.
So for Monty's sake, he just says that he doesn't know that yet. Or maybe he didn't hear you. So could you say it again?
So it's like if I went to Monty and I wanted to ask Monty to order me some Chinese food, which has nothing to do with Python,
Yeah.
it will hit the fallback.
It would hit the fallback.
Great.
Yep. So that's what we're going to create now. So for that one, we are going to use default task.
Default task. Got it.
All right. So
Now what's in here?
there's some Python in here. No,
Ah!
no
You
we're going to
new
walk through
Monty.
this. Let's go back over to VS Code.
Oh,
and
New Monty.
Let's create a new file. Okay, so let's save that. And this one we're going to call...
I love that we're doing this live.
Monty. Okay. So, again, I'm just going to pull back over all that fun stuff I inserted into the beginning.
Yeah, so we can grab our accounts and off token.
Yep, and we can replace all that. Bam. Okay, so that's set up. Now let's get into the fun part down here. Now remember, when we just created Monty, I actually saved his SID, if you will. I can just go back here and grab it.
Yeah, because we need that.
We need that.
That's dope.
And if I come here, plop that in, bloop, and now that's in there.
Got it.
Now down here below for the defaults, you're going to want to actually set what the task is going to be for the initiation.
Got it.
Now I will say I actually go just a tad bit out of order from the way that it is on the docs for Twilio.
Okay.
You can go either direction. I just found it easier for myself to set this up first.
Okay.
And so the trick here though is that you're going to want to actually name what the task is. So you're going to have to know that in advance.
Oh.
However,
We've got our. That's right.
We've
planned this out
because we were smart.
That's
we knew
exactly
that we would
right.
need this.
Yeah.
So here, if I go to my greeting, let's say we're doing that one, and the unique name is assistant greeting. So, oops, that's enabled editing. Sorry, everyone. All right. Oh, that dropped things around. Where did it go?
Come on back to us. There we go. Assistant
There we
greeting.
go. Yeah. So let's go ahead and take that. Head back to the VS Code, and now we can just plop that in there.
Got it.
Bloop. And then for the fallback, we can go back there again.
Same thing. Copy and
grab
paste.
it.
Oh, I love this.
And you know what? This takes out so much of the on the fly.
What should I name
it?
Well, and so Robertables has just called this out. We have our naming things is not hard guide to lead the way when these things happen. This is great.
Yeah. So let's save that. And then it's just going to create this particular task. So from here, I just need to run that command again.
Yes.
And I should get something. Ooh, what's this?
What do we run? Uh-oh. What do we do?
Oh, I was in the wrong file. Sorry, everyone. That was my fault.
Oh, we ran create Monty.
I tried to create Monty again.
Because we like Monty.
Yeah.
So, there is Monty, there's new
Go.
Monty. Someone in the chat room asked for full Monty.
Yeah.
We just keep going. More Monty.
All right. So there we go. I just created this particular default task. So now we need to actually add what he says for those default tasks. So that was easy.
Okay, so we created the task, and then we'll go back, and now we'll update the task with what Monty's going to say. Got it.
So let me just refer back to minutes again. All right. So now that we're actually creating the task, the workflow is going to be that, as you probably just also said, you create the task first, and then you create the training samples for the task. Now, the training samples is what the bot listens for you to say.
Got it.
In order for it to invoke the task.
Got it.
And then the last thing you do is you build a model.
Okay, so I'm going back to my Chinese food reference. If I ask Monty to order Chinese food for me, we're going to hit the assistant fallback no matter what. But if I asked Monty for something that Monty understood, it would then be able to route to the right task.
To the right task.
Got it.
Correct. All right, so heading back to our trusty repo. And this one is create task.
Oh, I love that we've got all these files here. This is great.
Yeah, trying to make life easy, but it all starts with you all. You all have files came from Twilio.
I mean, this is amazing.
Made life easy.
Again, thank you to the Twilio docs team.
I'm gonna leave out this top part because I keep replacing it anyway. So you'll notice here in the repo, in addition to the comments that Twilio has in their docs, I've added just some other comments as well, just to help you to understand, what to replace.
Yeah.
So let's head back into VS Code.
I mean, these are good like placeholders.
Yeah. Oops. I need to be up here, and let's paste that. Let's save that. So we're going to call this one, what am I in, everyone? We're going to set the greeting for right now.
Okay.
So Monty greeting.py. All right, perfect.
Well, and I love that VS Code just kind of detects these things and it updates the color coding and all these things.
Yes, that is why
phenomenal.
I always save the file before I start doing anything crazy, because at that point I get all my syntax highlighting, I get all my other cool features.
Yeah, that's fun.
So let's go back and copy and paste
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's, bloop. All right, now that's in there. Now let's actually get into the code that we have here. So this is what Monty's going to say if this task happens to become invoked.
Okay.
And so here in your actions, as you can see, the first verb that we have is going to be say.
Right.
And so going back to our trusty Excel,
Right.
I already have that written.
Look at that.
This helps because now I don't have to try to guess what I want him to say.
Copy paste, friends.
Yeah, so let's grab that. Come in here.
We just update some JSON.
Mm-hmm. Yep, let's just make sure. Oh, I have some escape characters. I'm not going to get into that mess right now. Let's just take away the. Yeah, okay. Let's
Okay,
leave
good.
it like that. Yeah.
Perfect.
And then from there, the next thing that he's going to do is actually listen. So that next verb, if you have listened set to true, then that means that your assistant actually listens for your user.
Nice.
And a reason why you might have it set to false is, let's say that once the bot says this one thing, the conversation ends. So then it would be false, for example,
You know,
because
this
it's not
is-
going to listen to you.
It's kind
after
of like
that.
arguments between me and my wife.
Yeah, but you probably want to have it set to true. So
That's exactly right. So I'm always listening. That's probably right.
Yeah. All right. So we have that in, and then now, again, earlier
We copy
have
over that
his,
SID.
Yep, his SID.
Okay, good.
And then that belongs here.
So I could probably see a reason for us to make that SID also like an
You could make
environment
an environment variable.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
You could do that.
I love that Roberto has said copy pasta from a trusted recipe should be official. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Now, if you recall, the unique name, we have that in the Excel, and we also have the actions, what it's going to be called here as well in the Excel.
Oh.
So if I go back to unique name for the greeting, that's the one we're working on. Let's grab that from here. Oops, sorry everyone, I meant to go back to VS Code. All right, so that's in there. And then for actions, that's going to be that task action variable that you see here.
Oh, so you'll say task, colon / route it to the right task. Got it.
And also, I will say, when I was filling out this spreadsheet of my own, I tried to keep the names consistent across the board.
Yeah.
Because that just makes life easy
Which
instead
makes
of trying to be
sense.
too creative with naming. Sorry,
Yeah.
everyone, for that. There we go.
Oh, they can't see that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's paste that in there.
Okay, good. So
Oops, sorry.
unique name
I'm
is the
missing
name
it.
of the task. Actions is the I guess task-based URI,
Yeah.
whatever that name is going to be.
All right. So we saved that. Let me just clear what we have happening down here. There we go. All right. Let's make sure we use the right file this time, everyone. And then let's enter. Oops.
Oh, it looks like we didn't define our client.
Yeah, let's see what that's all about.
Is our client a capital C or lowercase c? Oh, we didn't create our client. Look at that.
That should be for the assistant. Huh.
Well, look, friends, we're now debugging
Yeah.
Python live on the stream. How
Figure
fun is
out What
that?
I did here.
Well, I see we've
I
got
know
our
what it is.
import. What happened?
There's one more place in here I did not update. Sorry
Okay,
about that.
let's get that together. What did we do?
And I made a note in my notes because I did the same thing when I was.
When you were practicing.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, that's funny. And then afterwards, I have to ask a question
Yeah.
because folks are giving some love on some things.
Yeah, ask while I'm looking for what that
So good.
is.
People are saying they love the theme. What do you think? Like, what's the name of this theme?
Rogue something. You mean for VS Code?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like Rogue, ROGUE.
Oh, this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So you all can go try this theme out as well locally. Our friend Chef Brent, who's manning the board, has said we need to initialize the client. We've got our auth token, we've got our account SID, but we've not initialized our Twilio client,
Yeah.
which I think we did do in default Monty.py. Let's go have a look real quick.
Sorry, 1 second.
No worries.
Place variable with task action variable for the task.
Yeah, you did that.
Where did I do that?
That's all taken care of right here.
No. This. I think was what it was. I think this was the thing. Let me see.
And thank you so much to Listener hype for dropping that link in the chat room.
Oh no. If that's not it, then we're going to go back to what you were saying. Dang it. Okay, yes. What were you saying?
Yeah, it's saying the client name isn't defined. So I'm thinking we need to initialize our Twilio client so that we can use the Twilio REST API.
Oh, wait, did I get rid of all the Twilio stuff?
We just have we're grabbing it, but we're not
was-
initializing the client.
You know what?
Yeah.
I let go of all
Yeah, see,
that.
there that goes.
Sorry, everyone.
Look at that. And it happens.
Yeah.
This is coding while copying and pasting.
That's what I get for not copying and pasting and everything, right?
We just get dangerous when we do these things. It's okay.
Yeah.
There's no need to apologize.
All right, let's try that again.
Happens to the best of us. This is why we do it live.
Still not. That's odd.
Oh, look at that. Did we import?
Oh, we didn't import.
Look at that, friends.
This is why you follow the instructions the way that they are written. Because I tried to be fancy and go outside of what I said, you end up forgetting stuff.
Well, the funny part, too, is you've written the instructions.
I know, right? And I still didn't follow them. All right, so let's clear this out so we can have some more space. Thanks for catching that, by the way. So, oh, I just cleared it so that I can't get back to it. All right, so let's do Monty greeting. I probably just could have tabbed that.
Of course, but why not?
All right, it worked that time. No, it did not work that time.
Assistant greeting is not defined.
All right,
Let's go say.
where are we?
Line 28.
Yeah,
It says actions. Does that need to be a string?
this was the thing I ran
Oh,
into.
comment task actions. So we need to
Yes.
update that with comment task actions.
Yeah, so this should actually match this.
That's right.
Yeah. Remember earlier I changed it and I was like,
Uh-huh.
no, I know what it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was this thing. Welcome to my life when I am home.
This is fun.
Yeah. Come on. Yay!
And we've created a task.
All right, thanks
Amazing,
for your
amazing,
patience.
amazing. Listen, friends, we do this live all the time. We're so used to this. This is why we do this on Twitch. We
Yes.
learn as you learn, and we share as we learn. So
Yes.
yes.
So we got that. So if you remember now, I said after we create the task, we need to add the samples. So let's go in and grab that code. We're going to actually copy and paste it properly this time. And so here in the repo, I have a create training samples.
Mm-hmm.
Try to keep the file names as simple as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's super clear.
all right, we're gonna.
Are we going to copy the whole thing now?
Yes, we're gonna copy the whole thing this time.
I love that Frackberry says, documentation? Who reads that? I wrote it. I don't need to read it. That's
Right.
exactly right.
All right, and we're gonna go ahead and save it. And this one is we're doing training samples. So let's just say Monty samples. Depending on how we are on time, I might
Oh,
at
you're
least get
fine.
one done at least.
You're fine.
So, all right, we're gonna come back and grab our environment variables and place that. Let's save
Good.
that. Okay, so what's happening in this file?
Okay.
So this is where you can actually set up your samples. So these are the things that your bots, that the users can say.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's say that Monty was designed to actually order Chinese food, for
Okay.
example. I might have a sample that say, order Chinese food.
Yes.
And he'll listen for that.
Yes.
But in Monty's case, this is a greeting, so it's probably not the best example
Yeah.
because it's the greeting.
It's not Chinese food.
Yeah, it's not Chinese food. So you might say things like, hey, Monty, or hi, Monty, or just Monty,
Yo.
or, you know.
Sup,
so
Monty?
Just think about what makes sense in terms of if someone was to ask a question, what that might look like
That
in
makes
real
sense.
life. Now, because this is just a greeting,
Yeah.
this one's more simple. I have just these ones here that says Monty, ask Monty, start Monty, use Monty, hey Monty. Now, Twilio suggests having at least 10.
That's
I'm
right.
going to be wrong and have 5 right now.
Okay.
But you're going to want to make sure you do have at least 10 when
We're
you're
doing
adding
it,
these.
you know, we're doing a demo. It's
Yeah.
okay.
So I am going to go here, and I'm actually just going to fill them out here.
Okay.
Let's just say one says
Monty.
The other one says, hey Monty.
Hey, boo.
Right. I could do that. This one just might just say hi.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you want this to be as natural as possible.
You know, this one could say I need help.
Oh, they've asked for yo, it's your boy Monty. We got to throw one of those in there.
Well, we would, you know, we would have had to have done that. back in his say.
Oh, yeah?
When he talks.
Yeah.
But we can always update that over
we
in the
can totally
console.
do that.
So I'll do that in the console.
Oh, we can
for
totally
you.
do that.
So for the sake of example, I'm just going to add 3 for right now.
Yeah.
Because it's a greeting, we
Yeah.
actually don't say this in the beginning when we start Monty.
Yeah.
But if we were creating one of his Python tasks, this is where you would set that up. So let's just save that. And then down
I love
here,
that. I need my boy Monty. That's amazing.
You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and add that.
You all are amazing.
My boy.
I gotta tell you, the chat room is loving
Monty.
you doing this on the fly.
Oh, no problem.
Robertables has said you're doing 300% better than a lot of us doing live stream coding. So if you ever do start a stream, let us know. And
I mean, I have reserved Vogue and Code on Twitch. I just haven't done anything, but I've reserved it.
Did you hear that, friends? Let's not speak over that. She's reserved Vogue and Code on Twitch. Maybe we should encourage her, hint, to try it out.
Yes, we'll see. So what I just replaced was the assistant SID, which we already had.
Yes.
And then we need to replace this task here. So back here in the Excel, we have, which one is this? Let's find out. That's not it. Let's see. I'm confusing myself for a second.
Okay.
Task unique name. Okay.
Don't you worry about that.
So this is what I need, the task unique name. If I would have read what I wrote, that would have been extra clear. And so plop that in here. Now, can our friends at home hear audio by chance?
I think they can. If it's coming through the computer, I think they can.
Okay.
We'll just make sure that your speaker's turned up.
Okay. So let's run this one. Samples.py. And where did I miss?
Oh, we did something.
Did I do that again?
Yeah, we missed the client, I think.
Oh, it's there.
No, we've imported it.
I took it out.
We've not initialized it.
I keep
Look at this,
missing that
friends.
step.
This is fun.
All right.
This is why we do it live.
We're going to get it right this time. And pop that in there, save that. Let's clear this up a bit since we're limited on space. And let's run that again. Where's this one? Monty samples. All right. So what you're going to get is a unique one for each sample
Oh my goodness.
that you add.
That's
So
amazing.
since I only added 5, I just get
easy.
5 different ones here.
Yes.
So
Can we see this in the console?
oh yeah, I'm gonna show you that because someone wants us to go back and say it's your boy Monty.
That's right.
So we're going to go update that over in the console.
Okay, good.
Actually.
Good.
So before we do that though, I'm gonna just go ahead and build this first.
Yeah.
That one's a very simple one.
Because you said we need to build a model.
Yeah, and then we can go back and add that it's your boy Monty, and then we'll just build it again.
I love
just
that.
to just go in order with things.
That's right.
Trying to follow directions, right?
And I
I've learned my
love
lesson.
how easy, this feels super modular.
Oh,
You know,
okay, yeah.
like I do this first, and then I plug this thing in here, and then I plug this thing in here. It feels really modular the way you've built these tutorial files.
Thank you. So build training model. Here we are. Let's just copy this.
Yes.
And then, oops, sorry, wrong place. VS Code. Oops,
Oh,
I keep going to the wrong one. What are you about to say?
While you're doing this, I gotta
Yeah.
tell you, the chat room's loving you.
Oh, well, thank you,
The chat room's
I
giving
really
you a ton of
appreciate
love.
it.
They're
This is
saying
my
you're a
first
natural.
time. Not first time live coding.
Yeah.
This is my first time, more or less, live coding in this capacity. I did some live coding with Scott Hanselman. Shout out Scott Hanselman for Build. But it wasn't my own thing. It was just showing him how to just do something very simple.
Well, you're like big time now. Okay, so we gotta slow you down.
Yeah.
I love that you're like, oh yeah, it's not my first time. I mean, I did some live coding with, my good friend Scott. You must know Scott Hanselman.
Right, doesn't everyone know Scott?
I mean, it's so funny.
Scott's amazing.
Scott is amazing.
He's
Big shout out to
amazing.
Scott Hanselman. I had fun chatting with him.
We're both at Microsoft.
That's right. That's right.
And you saw I've been learning C# lately.
I'm a huge fan of your efforts to pick up all the things C Sharpie.
So I'm feeling a little closer to the .NET world.
Come on over to our family.
All right. So I'm just doing the same thing you all have seen here, just copy and pasting stuff. The one thing that's different in this file, obviously the fact that there's less code, you're going to want to create a unique name for the build model.
That's
so
right.
I'm just going to leave it at 0.1.
Okay.
Save that. This time I have my client, as we see.
Yep.
So let's just, oops, Wrong file. Sorry about that. Training. And then let's...
And it just
build
trains all of the things that you've already set it up, right? Okay, that's perfect.
So, if we were not to go back and change what Monty said when we start him up, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, and from here you just do the same thing.
Wait,
over
hold on. Wait,
and over
wait,
and
wait,
over and
so,
over.
Create Monty.
Yeah, create the assistant.
Right. Create tasks.
Create tasks. Yes.
Set the default tasks.
You set the default task as well.
And then update samples.
Update your samples.
And create a model.
And that's it. And that's it. And you can, and obviously you want to test, as you go, which I definitely suggest doing. But yeah, it's that simple doing it. It's very simple.
That's amazing. And we did this all in code.
We did this in code.
This is amazing.
And thanks to Twilio, I mean, you all had the code. I didn't just imagine all this.
No, I mean, I love that the docs team has made this helper library stuff super easy to consume, super easy to use.
Yeah.
I mean, we just keep coming back to this, right? The better the documentation, the easier it is for developers to do what they intend to do.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Look at this. Is this Monty?
This is Monty. This is that task that we just created.
Look at Monty.
And of course, if you really want to do everything here from the console, you 100% can.
Yes.
I like to feel like I am a real developer because I just play developer. So I try to use code as much as I can.
We play developer.
I do. I play developer in my free time.
Me too.
But okay, so let's add that phrase.
Okay, good.
So let's see if I remember how to do this from here. So let's go to program.
Yep.
Here's what he says.
Yep.
And we're going to put in here instead. He's going to say, "Hi, it's your boy Monty." Was that what
that's what they said?
Was? So, do we want "Yo, it's your boy Monty"?
Yo, we can give this thing some personality. Why not?
Oh well, if you're talking about personality,
let's do it.
We can also give him a different voice.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wait, can we hear Monty? Can Monty speak to us?
Monty can speak, and I'm hoping that you all at home can hear too.
Oh, this is fun.
Let's save this first.
Yes.
Using the default voice.
Yes.
Let's save edit.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
And then.
By the way, they've hashtagged I play developer.
Oh. You know who I got that from? Honestly. Ooh. Brent, and I won't say why, but I got that from him. So you got to give credit where credit's due. So
shout out to Chefy B.
Yeah. So okay, now some things have changed in here.
Yes.
Building my model from the console.
Yes.
I know there were some updates. Usually I get a little message that shows up, but
yeah, did you save the edits?
I did save them. I can click it again.
Okay, let's go back to New Monty.
Yes. So. You definitely said that. Did I go to the right place?
Yeah, you're there. You just clicked there.
All right.
And then I think you may be good. We can test this out.
Oh, is it train?
There you go.
Okay. So.
No, I didn't think you even need to. I think you're okay.
Okay. So now we want to hear him. What I personally do now that is a new feature is use a simulator.
Wait, what?
Have you used the simulator?
We've only used the simulator. Like we've used it, but we've not talked about it.
Okay, so in the olden days of 2018, the simulator was not a thing available in the Twilio console.
It wasn't.
So I would actually hook up Monty to my Twilio programmable voice.
Yes.
And I would test them that way.
Yes.
Those days. Go ahead.
And it's a fair thing to call out because we haven't talked about it as much, which is you can take the same bot, our good friend Monty, and deploy Monty, the same Monty, on voice, on SMS, on Slack,
on Alexa, which is what I also did,
on Google Assistant, on a number of different channels, and the code is all hosted with Twilio.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So simulator is what I use now whenever I want to test out what Monty sounds like. So internet's doing its magic. 1 second. Okay. So here's the simulator.
Yeah.
I can actually type to Monty and he will respond to me. So if I wanted to check out from a more chatting perspective, we're going to test out with voice. And so when you switch over here to voice call.
Right. We're going to test the voice call in the browser?
Yeah. And so you can make a voice call.
Oh, snap. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
Have you all seen this yet?
I haven't tried this. Let's try this.
Okay. Let's hope that you all can hear
I'm like fascinated.
Should I turn my volume up here?
Yeah, turn your volume up there.
Okay. Ooh, wrong screen. Sorry,
I love that everyone's...
I zoomed on the wrong thing.
I love that everyone's picked up on the olden days. It's the olden days, friends. Yeah. We're in the newer days.
Hopefully you all can hear this, but let's find out.
Let's see.
Yo, it's
Oh, I
your
can't
boy
hear
Monty.
it.
Oh, hold on. Let's hit your scroll on down here. Oh,
Yeah.
they've said they can hear it. Okay, so you're good.
Okay.
So they can hear it.
But can
we
Monty
can't
hear
hear
me?
it because
I need to
we
talk to
don't have
him.
our headphones on, and that's okay.
Okay.
What we're gonna do, let's try the voice call again.
Okay.
And where are the headphones? You grab a pair of those headphones. I got a pair of headphones over here.
Okay.
We're gonna just pop those on for 2 seconds and try it again there.
Okay. Yes.
Yo, it's your boy Monty.
He said, yo.
There
it's
we
your
go.
boy Monty. Did
There
you all
we
hear
go.
that at home?
There we go. Everyone's heard it. You've heard it now, and it feels like this is Kit.
Yes. Now, let's kick it up a notch.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
Because we can change his voice. That's the last thing I'm going to show
Wait a
you
minute.
all
Let
unless
me
you want
see.
to build
Let
more
me see.
tasks.
Let me see.
So, Amazon Polly. I talked about it in my talk earlier.
Yes.
Amazing tool that's integrated with Twilio Autopilot.
Oh, I love we're going to have some fun in
And
here.
you can actually use the style sheet that's conveniently here also in the console to add SSML tags. And here, as you can see, by default, it gives you the voice Sally.
Oh.
So that's the voice that you hear now. I think my assistants might have a different default because Sally actually sounds less like what you probably heard. But in any case, to change this,
People
you
are
can
excited.
explore available voices.
Yeah.
Click that button there.
Yeah.
Now, you all have more information about this, and if you happen to be on the Amazon docs, you can find it there as well.
But look at all these voices.
Yeah, look at all these voices.
Oh
And
my
we can
goodness.
actually listen to different ones available as well. We can sample stuff. I'm not going to do...
There's a Dora voice. I love that.
So I'm not going to sample all of those now, but what I am going to do is just grab... I happen to have my Monty set up using Justin, my
Who's
real-life Monty.
Okay, Justin.
Justin sounds like a little boy.
Oh,
and
that's
Monty's
funny.
a little boy. Now,
Look at all these languages.
I know. There's a lot. There's so many. And
My
this is how you
goodness.
can make your assistant sound more lifelike. If
The
you
chat
will.
room wants you to try the Canadian one.
Which one, everyone?
So that's Alice.
Alice. So .Alice. Okay. So if we head back here, very, very simple because you all set up the style sheet for us.
Yeah.
All I need to do is come in here and replace Sally with Alice
And save the edits?
and save it. Yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, then
wait,
I
we've
spelled
got to hear
Alice
this.
wrong. So
Let's
save
hit the
these
button.
edits.
We're going to go
Alright.
back to the simulator now?
Yeah. And so,
Oh,
make
this
sure I
is
didn't
funny.
get anything that popped up crazy.
Yeah, this is funny.
And then it's throwing me off since I don't have train your model show up anymore.
Yeah.
So
Well, we've changed that feature
Yeah, I
based on what
heard.
I understand now, so
Yeah.
that you usually only train when you're adding samples. Right? That's what I think.
Okay, and that might be fair. So let's see what happens.
Uh-oh, here comes Alice.
Yo, it's your boy Monty.
So because she doesn't say much, or he, I guess in this case, doesn't say much, you can kind of barely hear that difference in voice. A good example probably might be Justin.
Okay, let's go back to Justin.
Because he has a much more
Let's hear Justin.
lower one.
Is Justin like me? Does Justin have a low voice like me?
Not lower, but I'm sorry. He has a much more childish voice. I don't know why I said lower.
Yeah.
It'd be odd if a child had a very low voice. But
Maybe, maybe not,
right.
friends.
Might be kind of cool. So let's go back to the simulator now. And if anything, I might just give Monty a little more to say when he starts.
Yeah. We need Monty to say a whole sentence.
Yeah. You know what? How about I just edit that right now?
Justin Trudeau.
Just to make life a little easier.
I love that these folks are dropping names in the chat room.
Yes.
Like,
I'm just going to expand what he says. Just ask me your Python questions. Just so we can hear him a little
yeah,
more.
let's
Okay?
do it.
All right, so we got that. We changed his voice to Justin, and then let's head back to the simulator. All right, we are here in voice. Okay,
Here it goes.
Wish us luck.
Fingers crossed, friends.
Yo, it's your boy Monty. Ask me your Python questions.
So
Go ahead,
I could
Justin.
hear him. I hope you all heard him as
Go
well.
ahead, Justin.
So when you're using the style sheet here, there's so much you can do. I wonder if I can just quickly find Amazon Polly.
Yeah.
And just to give you an idea of all that's available on here. So
Yeah.
you all did hear it. Good. So similar to what Twilio has on their docs, This is where you can actually see all the available voices that you can choose.
Oh my God.
But you know, Poly does more than just voices.
That's right.
So there are 14 or so different SSML tags. If you happen to come to, you can just search for Amazon Poly, for example. You'll probably land here in this doc. But it gives you an idea of just everything that's available. This is probably not the best example of a page. But
yeah, they show you all SSML documentation.
Yeah.
And ways to modulate the voice a good bit.
Because I can make Monty whisper.
Yeah.
If I really wanted
using
to.
SSML, right?
Yeah, and I can make him talk really fast. I can make him, say things different in terms of how things should be pronounced.
My God, this is amazing. I mean, and we did all of this. I mean, we've just been on the stream. We're literally just coming up on the clock here. We've been on the stream for 50 minutes. And we've done all of this. We've created a bot. We've trained our bot. We've connected it up to voices. We've now changed what it said multiple times.
Yeah.
And we've had a ton of fun doing this.
Oh, and I hope you all learned something new.
Okay, good. So now I have to tell people again kind of where they go to find the code to get started.
Yes. So GitHub, which by the way, everyone, I am taking part in the GitHub sponsors beta program.
Oh, that's cool.
So I do have more content coming down the line. If you like the way that I teach, I actually do put everything here in my repos.
Amazing.
No pressure.
Amazing.
Donations are always, accepted. If you do land back here on my GitHub page, there is an actual button that you can click to sponsor me. There's a prizes involved as well, depending on the level. But back to what you were saying, Corey.
No, we've got this set up. So if folks want to follow along, github.com/April Speight, SP8 as in the number 8.
Yes, thank you.
/Monty.
Yeah.
You too can download the files. You can have some fun. You can play around, create your own assistants, and all the more. And we are literally just out of time.
Yeah.
We've come right to the end of the stream. I can't believe this.
Yes.
We've had so much fun with you, April.
Thank you, Robertables, for sharing that.
Yes. This is what I love, right? Is people love to do the things to help you share the things that you're doing. Obviously, you see the chat room wants to see you in Twitch again.
Joke. April still has so much to teach in August.
I love that you're calling this.
like that
Please
joke.
start a Twitching.
You know what? It might happen.
Hey, listen, we loved having you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us on Signal TV.
Awesome. Bye, everyone.
If you like what you saw in this interview, please consider heading over to twitch.tv/Twilio and giving us a follow there. We'll have more content like this there very soon.